Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel where we talk about the environment and sustainability. Today, we're going to be discussing the past 25 years of global environmental changes, the next 15 years of environmental changes, and the safety measures we can take immediately to save our planet. We'll be taking a deep dive into the temperature changes, number of trees, total carbon emissions, and more. Let's get started. Over the past 25 years, our planet has undergone significant environmental changes. From the melting of the Arctic ice caps to the devastating wildfires in Australia, the signs of climate change are all around us. In this video, we will take a closer look at some of the key environmental changes that have occurred over the past quarter century. One of the most visible signs of climate change is the melting of the Arctic ice caps. Over the past 25 years, the Arctic has lost an average of 12.8% of its sea ice per decade. This has had a major impact on the planet, leading to rising sea levels and more extreme weather patterns. Another major environmental change of the past 25 years has been the increase in wildfires around the world. In 2019, Australia experienced some of the worst wildfires in its history, with over 12 million acres of land burned. These wildfires not only destroy habitats and wildlife, but they also release vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to further climate change. One of the most pressing environmental issues of the past 25 years has been plastic pollution in the ocean. It is estimated that there are currently over 5 trillion pieces of plastic in the ocean, causing harm to marine life and polluting our waterways. While there have been some efforts to address this issue, such as bans on single-use plastics and increased recycling efforts, much more needs to be done. Despite these challenges, there have also been some positive environmental changes over the past 25 years. One of the most notable has been the rise of renewable energy sources. Wind and solar power have become increasingly affordable and accessible, and many countries have set ambitious goals to transition to 100% renewable energy in the coming decades. As we look back on the past 25 years of global environmental changes, it is clear that we still have much work to do to address the urgent challenges facing our planet. But with continued efforts and collective action, we can create a more sustainable and resilient future for generations to come. Now, we're going to be discussing the next 15 years of environmental changes. We'll be taking a look at what we can expect to see in the coming years and how we can work together to create a more sustainable future. Let's get started. Climate change. Climate change is expected to continue over the next 15 years, with rising temperatures and more frequent and severe weather events. We can expect to see more droughts, floods, and hurricanes, as well as changes in weather patterns. It's important that we work to reduce our carbon emissions and invest in renewable energy sources to mitigate the effects of climate change. Biodiversity. The loss of biodiversity is expected to continue, with more species at risk of extinction. It's important that we work to protect our ecosystems and natural habitats, as well as reduce pollution and limit the use of harmful pesticides and herbicides. Air quality. Air quality is expected to continue to be a major issue over the next 15 years, with increased urbanization and industrialization leading to more pollution. It's important that we work to reduce air pollution by investing in cleaner transportation, reducing fossil fuel use, and promoting green spaces in our cities. Water scarcity. Water scarcity is expected to become more of a problem over the next 15 years, with growing populations and climate change leading to more droughts and water shortages. It's important that we work to conserve water, reduce our water usage, and invest in sustainable water management practices. Plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is expected to continue to be a major environmental issue over the next 15 years, with more plastic entering our oceans and harming marine life. It's important that we work to reduce our plastic usage, recycle more, and invest in biodegradable alternatives to plastic. In conclusion, the next 15 years will be a critical time for our planet and the environment. Climate change, loss of biodiversity, air quality, water scarcity, and plastic pollution are all major issues that we need to address if we want to create a more sustainable future. It's important that we work together to make changes in our daily lives and advocate for policy changes that will benefit the planet. Now, we're going to discuss what safety measures we can take immediately to save our planet. We'll be taking a look at what we can do as individuals to make a difference and contribute to a more sustainable future. Reduce your carbon footprint. One of the most important things we can do to save our planet is to reduce our carbon footprint. This can be achieved by using public transportation or carpooling, reducing energy usage, and eating a more plant-based diet. We can also invest in renewable energy sources such as solar or wind power to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. Conserve water. Another important safety measure is to conserve water. This can be achieved by reducing shower time, fixing leaky faucets, and watering plants in the early morning or late evening to reduce evaporation. It's also important to limit water usage in industrial and agricultural practices to avoid water scarcity. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reducing waste is also an important safety measure we can take to save our planet. We can do this by reducing our consumption of single-use plastics, reusing items as much as possible, and recycling materials properly. It's important to remember that recycling is not the only solution, and reducing and reusing should always come first. Support sustainable practices. Supporting sustainable practices is another safety measure we can take to save our planet. This can be achieved by purchasing products from companies that prioritize sustainability, supporting renewable energy projects, and advocating for policies that protect the environment. Educate others. Finally, educating others about the importance of environmental conservation is a crucial safety measure we can take. We can spread awareness about environmental issues through social media, community events, and personal conversations. By working together, we can create a more sustainable future for generations to come. Let's discuss how planting trees can bring changes to our environment. We'll be taking a look at the many benefits of trees and how they can help combat climate change and improve our quality of life. Climate change mitigation. Trees are one of the most effective tools we have for mitigating the effects of climate change. They absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release oxygen through photosynthesis. This helps to reduce the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, which is a major contributor to climate change. Biodiversity. Trees provide habitats for many species of animals and insects. Planting trees can help to increase biodiversity and protect endangered species by providing them with a place to live and thrive. Air quality. Trees are natural air filters, absorbing pollutants such as carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen dioxide. They also release oxygen, which improves the overall air quality in the environment. Water conservation. Trees play an important role in water conservation. They help to reduce soil erosion, prevent stormwater runoff, and maintain groundwater levels. Trees also help to reduce the effects of drought by storing water in their roots and providing shade, which reduces evaporation. Aesthetics and quality of life. Trees add beauty to our environment and enhance our quality of life. They provide shade, which can reduce the amount of energy needed for cooling buildings, and they also reduce noise pollution by absorbing sound waves. In conclusion, planting trees can bring many changes to our environment. They help to mitigate the effects of climate change, increase biodiversity, improve air and water quality, and enhance our quality of life. It's important that we continue to plant trees and protect our forests to ensure a healthy and sustainable future for generations to come. Thank you for watching, and we hope you'll join us in taking action to plant more trees and protect our planet.